So going forward, Perry, let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Real quickly, the 49ers win if. Go.
The 49ers win if they can force turnovers. And I mean, that's kind of been Shanahan's thing the past few years where we haven't seen too many turnovers. Even 2019, when the turnover spike for them was up, it still wasn't at the level that we were kind of hoping for with adding Bosa and doing all those kind of things. So I would say forcing turnovers. Obviously, limiting turnovers is another key thing, but if I'm sticking to one, it's forced turnovers. It feels like that when the Niners forced turnovers like today, the 2 fumbles resulted in 10 points. I wish those fumbles would be 2 touchdowns, but points are points, and sometimes that's the difference, and the Niners were able to capitalize off that. If you can get those added points due to another team's mistakes, there's a bevy of mental things going on when you force turnovers. I mean, if you're the other team, you're going, shit, that's a turnover, that's a touchdown. Now we're down. Now we're demoralized. Now we got to play from behind. And then the Niners know what to expect. And I know Burrow passed for over 300 yards, but you can pin your ears back and sit against the pass. So turnovers forces a different type of strategy going into the game and when they happen. So for me, going in next week, force TOs and come out with a victory.
All right. For me, it's going to be real simple. This was another game where the 49ers were just absolutely piss poor on third down. They can win this game if they can convert on third down. They were 5 of 15 today. And I know that I'm the guy, like, you just said, it's always about win the turnover battle, win time of possession. But now that the 49ers have been doing that recently, now you got to start being more efficient on third down. It just has not been good. Another day today where they were, again, 33% on third downs. Traditionally on the season, the 49ers are in the bottom third of the league in third down conversions. They're just not a good third down team. And you need to extend these drives to keep your defense off of the field and get them some rest. So that way, when they come back on, Matt Ryan's not in a rhythm. The defense can go out there and harass and harangue him on passing downs. And then you're looking at putting them in situations where it's third and long, and their third down efficiency is not that great. They have to figure out a way to maximize what Garoppolo can, kind of do and limit his mistakes, limit his propensity for on third and long to either take an ugly sack, which he took multiple times today, or try to force the ball to the outside, which we also saw. And it's one of those things. Like the best teams are good on third down. And you don't have to be like 75% on third down, but you can't be 33%. Somewhere around like half the time you do, half the time you don't. That's where you're going to be in that upper echelon. Right now, it's not it. And they need to figure it out quickly if they're going to win against Atlanta.
Yeah, last thing I want to jump on with that too is I think there's a pretty good correlation between third down efficiency and time of possession. Because if you're converting on third downs, man, you are just holding on to that ball. It sets up your offense. It demoralizes the defense. You can run more plays. It opens that playbook entirely. And it's frustrating for a defense. So the longer you hold that ball, the more you convert on third downs, the easier it is for your offense to hold the ball for 8, 9, 10 minutes, tire out a defense, and then you have our defense rested, and then you can really go out, harass Matt Ryan, and come out with a victory. It's huge.
Overall, what'd you think? And what do you think the 49ers can do to improve going forward so that this team can, make the playoffs? Because that's what we want,
Yeah. You know what? I think it's the pass rush. I think it's absolutely the pass rush. And I know Norman and Ambry Thomas didn't do too well today, but, without 5 sacks from Joe Burrow, this could have been a 400-yard day for Burrow. It was almost set up to be that way, but it wasn't because Bosa, Key, Ebukam, Shire, all those guys were getting pressure all afternoon. So if that defense just stays hungry, they stay rested, force turnovers, force pressures, and Matt Ryan isn't good under pressure. Matt Ryan's offensive line, once again, has not been good this year. So if you can just go and get after Matt Ryan, just call it a day, I mean, today was another one of those days where it's like, fuck, thank God we have Bosa,
Right.
Because outside of him, it's like, who knows? So
exactly. So Bosa, defensive player of the year?
Bosa, Depoy, and Sepoy. I mean, he's set up for comeback player. But I'm not saying it's like you need 5 sacks to win the game, but it's like get 3 sacks, get a ton of pressures.
Yeah.
Let Bosa get up.
That's the thing. He gets a ton of pressure, right? Like he's always there. He's always in the face of the quarterback. He's making plays. You need a guy that's very disruptive, I think is the word. And Bosa is eminently disruptive every week.
Yeah, exactly. But just get pressures and call it a day. Matt Ryan is by no means what he used to be. He's old. He's decrepit.
Yeah.
Atlanta looks very dysfunctional, in my opinion. And just get pressures and come away. That's it.